Cruising is currently the fastest growing segment of the travel industry. And if you like to cruise, things are about to get so much better.
JJ Cruise.
Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Thank you so much for coming into the video today. Well, cruising is on the rise. Not only are cruises selling faster than ever before, the cruise industry has made this massive comeback after the pandemic. And honestly, if you like to cruise, it's really good news for you. Now, we're going to talk about what the cruise industry is opening up for cruisers in the next 2 years. And honestly, when I looked at this list, I was pretty surprised because there's things that have flown under the radar that I don't think have gotten enough coverage. So we're going to talk about all of that, but before we do, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are on this journey to 100,000 subscribers. We cruise all the time. If you love cruise travel as much as Jared and I do, please hit the subscribe button, and on your way out, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're watching this video and you've made it this far, I'm assuming that you love cruising, just like we do. Well, there are some exciting things happening within the industry regarding ports. Ports are popping up all around the world. You're seeing a lot more ships go to places overnight. You're seeing ships stay longer in certain places. It has made the travel industry, specifically the cruise industry, so much more attractive, especially to people that have never cruised before. There is a list of new ports and new destinations that are about to come available to all of you as cruisers, and some of them are in the Caribbean, some of them are in Alaska. They're not too far off the radar, and one was actually just announced today. We're going to talk about 25 and 26, but I'm going to just give a really quick recap of 2024 because there's several new ports that are now open that, once again, I don't think a lot of people are talking about. One of the more widely covered ones is, of course, Disney's Lighthouse Point. You've seen a lot of content kind of be saturated here on YouTube about that new private island. That is, of course, located in the Bahamas. Now, regardless of what people say about it, another port in the Bahamas is a really positive thing for the Caribbean and a great thing for Disney Cruise Line. Another port that I don't think has been talked about very much is the port of Klawock. This port is located in Alaska, and it's a brand new port for cruise ships that they can visit, and it actually opened earlier this year. Now, currently, this port is only being visited by smaller ships and luxury ships, so things like Regeant, Oceania, Viking, those are the cruise lines that are going to this port, but there is hopes that there will be larger cruise ships that will be able to port in this small town once they actually get operations kind of up and running. Regardless, another port for Alaska is a huge win for that community, and I personally cannot wait to get to this port to see what it's all about. Another brand new port that just had its first ship visit about 10 days ago is the port of Cabo Rojo. Now, this is a brand new destination in the Dominican Republic that is now open for cruising business. Currently, Royal Caribbean is the first cruise line to visit this port and the main cruise line that has this scheduled on the books. But when you think of the Dominican Republic, you think of course, probably Amber Cove or Puerto Plata, which are both in the same vicinity on the northern side of the DR. This is on the full opposite side. So it's on the southern side of this country in the Caribbean. And I think that this is going to open up, again, a lot more tourism for Dominican Republic. Now, let's shift and talk about 2025 and 2026, because there are ports in both years that I didn't really know about, and a brand new port in 26 that was just announced this weekend. Now, one of the more well-known destinations in 2025 that's opening up is Celebration Key. This is, of course, Carnival's brand new private destination that's going to be directly competitive with Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day. This product is going to offer water slides, food destinations, beach clubs. It's going to have a lot of the same and similar things that Perfect Day has, and we're going to have to see who's going to do it better. But that is, of course, coming in 2025. Another destination in the Bahamas that is supposed to be coming in 2025, but we've heard that it might get delayed to 26, is Calypso Cove. This is a brand new port of call for the Bahamas. It's located on Long Island, and the renderings and pictures make this destination look absolutely stunning. We'll have to wait to see some more information that's going to come out hopefully soon about this particular destination. But once again, another place in the Bahamas is great for the tourist industry there. It's great for all of us because it means added ports take away people from other ports. So it kind of spreads the wealth a little bit across the islands, and it doesn't maybe mean that everyone's going to go to Nassau when you're going to the Bahamas. In 2026, it was recently announced that the Port of Philadelphia will be reopening for Norwegian Cruise Line to do cruises out of. Now, this is very, very exciting to have another new port on the East Coast as an option, especially for people in the Midwest and East Coast to cruise out of. Right now, Norwegian is the only ship that's slated to go out of the Port of Philadelphia, but I have a feeling we'll see some of the other cruise lines fall very quickly behind Norwegian and start taking cruises out of the Port of Philadelphia, because once again, it's another great business opportunity. The demand is there, and we're really excited to see this open up in 2026. A brand new port that just announced this weekend that would be built is actually in South Vietnam. And before you say anything in the comments, I know this isn't going to be super accessible to a ton of people in North America. However, this is why it's a big deal. They are building a terminal and brand new port in Vietnam that will be big enough to hold 2 Oasis class size ships at a time. Why is this a big deal? This is a big deal because one of the big complaints people have with the Oasis class ships, these 230,000 gross ton ships, is that they can't get to many ports and they can't go many places in the world. Well, seeing a country like Vietnam build terminals big enough to handle ships of this size is great news for these mammoth Royal Caribbean ships, because it means that maybe they will eventually be able to move to other parts of the world, and countries might actually start opening up ports so that they can accept vessels that are this large, so people can see more destinations and more parts of this earth. There's one other exciting thing happening in 2026 that I just am going to throw in here, and it's not a new port, but it is a new terminal being built in Seward, Alaska. This new terminal is going to allow for larger ships to do one-way cruises from Seattle or Vancouver up to Alaska so people can see Anchorage and go on cruise tours to Denali and Fairbanks. I think this is a great move for the Port of Seward because this means, once again, more tourism up in northern Alaska, more people will be able to see that part of the state. And it honestly means good things for you and I because it means that the pricing on those cruises might be more affordable to where we could actually get up there a lot quicker. Well, that was the list of new ports that are coming in the next couple of years. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these new ports. Are you excited about them? Are you excited to see this boom in the cruise industry? We are really in the renaissance, I think, of cruising right now, and it's very exciting to be a part of this awesome industry as they expand across the world so that we can see new places on our travels. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Again, my name is Jordan, this was JJ Cruise, and until next time, see ya.